helping us, but they wanted a serious amount of gold in return. I think what it was like 800 gold for a bard, which we couldn't do. We were able to negotiate it down to 400, purely just by telling them, what this will bring their group, and going forward, like what type of um, stand they'll have in the city now after this and everything like that. At that point, Valorum paid for us. He handed over a magical weapon that he had on him that his group didn't really need. We were able to pay off the bard with that, and after that, we left. Valorum opened up a portal, jumped in, looked like he was at like a Nautilus or whatever it was, and I think that's where we left off.
Very well said. That is where the party currently stands. Here within their now borrowed inn room in the Dock Ward establishment, the Skewered Dragon, this seedy sort of underclass sailor bar. You can still hear rowdy shouts and off-key music reeling from downstairs as you currently sit in the now vacated room, the remainder of the Blood Axe mercenaries having made their exit, as the black tabaxi hireling, Vicious Thing, cleans his claws with the dagger and stares unblinkingly toward your party and says, "Well, gold has been exchanged. When do we spill blood?"
It's been. Is this like the next day, or is it still the same day?
Same evening, yeah.
Well, considering a lot of us are probably almost dead earlier today, probably first thing in the morning, I'd say, or whenever the crime seems to be the most highest towards the North Ward. Probably the best.
When what's highest toward the northward? Sorry, when the sun is highest.
When most of the gang is out.
Again, without such detailed records as might be kept within the respective establishments of the Centarum, the Brigandarth, or the Xanathar, guild movements are rather difficult to track. You may think that covering under the Travel of Darkness may be safer, given the fact that there's not much of a watch presence in those wards at the moment, though.
What do you guys think? Morning? Afternoon? Evening?
I feel like afternoon's probably the best.
Yeah. Middle of the day?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
If they weren't just so blatantly out in the open running amok, I'd say probably nighttime would be the best, because that's when they would start doing stuff, but I don't think that's the point. I don't think they care, so.
And afternoon, if we do run into anybody, that's probably somebody coming back after, being tired and shit.
Everyone knows bad people don't wake up early.
They sleep in.
I can attest to that. I've been doing my own fair amount of sleeping in recently.
Yeah, I guess in the afternoon is when we'll start.
Very good. So, as the party begins to shift into comfortable positions within the inn room, Vicious Thing curling up in a small basket in the corner, looking at your party is almost daring any of you to say something about it as his tail curls around his own eyes. Are there any preparations before the party gets some shut-eye this evening? Any conversations that the heroes need to have between each other?
Yeah, just gonna ask fucking Nyx if they took those potions that we stole, or there's fake about that and left them on us.
No, we stole them back. So
oh, fuck yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Valorum,
thank God.
The party's jailbreaker, was kind enough to swing by the evidence lockers and retrieve your equipment before trying to bust you out of the center of Castle Waterdeep.
Oh my God, cats are going insane right now. Sorry.
They know bones here.
Doing the zooming on my wall. Let me look at my sheet. I don't think I have anything to prepare before the next day.
In terms of spell selection, I would encourage our wizard to take a moment to look over her own sheet, make sure that she's comfortable with her currently prepared spells, as this will probably be our last opportunity to make any adjustments before we hit the lair.
True. Mimi, I picked for your 2 learned spells. I picked Polymorph and Major Image. Buddy. Damn, man. Killing me.
We have 4 scrolls of protection, right? Or
Protection from non-detection.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, if I recall, 3 scrolls and a potion, as you discovered that one of the potions that you took off of those Bragan Darth bandits was a potion of non-detection.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Can I... Let me ask the party real quick. If instead of just 1 potion of supreme healing, if we like split it up into like smaller versions, can that like equal like potions of healing?
You know, that's a fascinating question. I would say that we would probably require an alchemist's supplies check in order to do that, but I would allow that. If you guys wanted to split a potion of supreme healing up, I would probably see you being able to turn that into either potions of superior healing or greater healing, depending on the outcome of that check.
Okay then. I don't have that, but it was just a little thought.
Is Yumi proficient?
Alright then.
I am proficient in land vehicles.
What the fuck?
Alright, well, if we need something run over.
Yeah, fucking got a dune buggy in your fucking backyard or some shit?
She's
About to
got
pull out the
permission
whip.
from the cow.
Let's see. Kai, are you proficient in herbalism? Maybe as a ranger? I don't know what they get.
No, they don't like get any like fancy proficiencies.
I'm following as
not
my my artificer that have like proficiencies in pretty much almost all the tools. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yumi, what is your background? Do you remember what background you picked? Check your backgrounds. Because those usually give you tool proficiencies.
I don't see one on her. She's an archaeologist, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that one has I think that's calligraphy tools.
Cartographers or navigators, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, it sounds like you're set with the potion that you currently have. Any other preparations?
Not on my end.
See how long can...
Did you unlock anything new? Did anyone unlock anything new level 7?
I only unlocked evasion.
I picked 2 spells. I have Pass Without a Trace and Fog Cloud.
Nice. That's really good.
Whispers as an action.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I think we're ready.
Very good. If there are no final conversations between the party, as you settle down to sleep for the evening, unequipping heavy armor and arms, taking a few moments in meditation to think about the task ahead. The theft of a goldfish. To think that the fate of a city could ride on so much. And as you attempt to drift off to sleep, each of you cannot help but wonder the occasional image of a beholder floating through your minds. As you wonder whether you will truly come face to face with the Xanathar himself. I'd like everyone to make me an insight check as the party drifts off to sleep this evening.
Starting off very strong.
You know what? I'm going to, hold on. I'm gonna add the fucking, 8 thing.
Yeah, no reason not to. You're about to take a long rest.
It didn't matter.
Well, actually, a 15 is going to get you to the threshold here to notice this. Nyx, Yumi, your mind's working on spell selection. You're a little bit focused on Yumi's spell book as you both pore over it this evening. The chattering of the skulls, Uvran Vas, in Yumi's hat, distracting you. Yet Bohm, Rowland, the two of you notice that Vicious Thing, your newly hired tabaxi companion, is restless this evening, ears occasionally twitching as if listening for some distant sound, eyes closing and blinking open as though he's waiting for something before going to sleep.
I think I'd Roland will walk over to Nyx and Yumi and fill them in on like what he just noticed. Be like, I think, can we trust them?
I trust them. I mean, obviously, I trust them, but that's a different question for y'all.
Like, do you know what he's doing?
No, I have no clue what he's waiting for, but everyone's got their own goals and agendas in the Blood Axis, so.
All right.
I'm sure they could also hear us talking right now.
Very good. Unless there are any more concerns that need to be assuaged, the party does eventually begin to drift off into a dreamless sleep this evening. Here within the safety of the Skewered Dragon, you feel no need to set a watch. Certainly any intrusions to your inn-room would be noted. And it's for that reason why it comes as such a surprise when, around 2 bells in the morning, you feel the entire room shake as you all wake to the sound of a roar, shuddering windows cracking from the force, as you can see a tremendous fireball illuminating the sky in the South Harbor. As you gaze out of the south-facing window, you can see that an enormous section of the naval harbor's docks near Mist Shore have been blasted away in some tremendous explosion. So tremendous, in fact, that you can all feel your ears ringing straight from your sleep as you awake this evening, on the very tail end of having achieved a long rest for the party. You can hear sounds of panic coming from downstairs, and the sound of old Glass Eye, the bartender, of him shouting and attempting to restore order. What would the party like to do?
Is Gentle Thing still there?
As you look
No,
toward
not Gentle Thing. Vicious Thing.
Vicious Thing, yes. As you look toward Vicious Thing, you can see that he is sitting upright, ears twitching and listening as though expecting more. His eyes are narrowed in a sleepy posture, yet he does not seem surprised.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows anything about it. Does it seem like he was expecting it?
With your successful insight check earlier, yes, that all comes together now. The restlessness, the sleeplessness, and his thorough lack of surprise. It seems as though he was expecting something like this.
I'm gonna ask him if that's anything we have to worry about.
Make a persuasion check. With a 21, he looks toward you with a slow blink and says, "Blood axes are busy tonight, I see. Things must be going well."
Well, if that's the case, we must make use of
Yeah.
the storm then. Like we should use
Yeah.
the opportunity to slip.
Okay, let's go ahead and go down to the sewer. We're going to the sewer, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that's the plan, yes. So, in that case, just always fun, right? I must have accidentally selected Renda. If you scroll down to the bottom of the chat,
I was hella confused when I saw Red.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
I was like, Sarah? What? No. If you scroll down to the bottom of the chat here, you'll see As. And if you select As, you can scroll through and look for Yumi. There you go. So, in that case, the party exiting the inn room, making their way down through the Skewered Dragon's tap room.
Yeah.
Very good. As you do so, you can hear the shouts of Old Glass Eye, that Goliath bartender, attempting to restore order, banging a bottle of dwarven rum upon the bar in order to as a gavel. As you can see terrified sailors moving about, attempting to shove for the door, as he says, "Listen, boys, if we're gonna die by fire, we're gonna die by fire. If we're running out, attempting to swim into the harbor, there ain't no ships left in these docks for the likes of you and I. Sit still, calm down, and have a few drinks. It's the best advice." Yet, you can see the terror on the faces of the patrons. The fighting has not spilled this far south at all so far. The Waterdeep City Watch, the watchful magisters, and the battle mages having been very successfully cordoning off the dock ward. The sound of that explosion from Mist Shore means that safe places within the city are growing fewer and fewer. Yet you can already see the great exodus as people are pushing their way out of the bars, out of the taverns, and out of their own homes into the streets, looking about with wild eyes as if unsure where to flee. What would the party like to do?
Step outside and try and see what exactly the blood axes are targeting. They attacking, city watch things, or are they attacking like gang hideouts or
So,
Those smuggled smoke powder ships.
So, knowing Bohm and his propensity for climbing poles, I think you'd probably be holding It's just canon now, man. It was one skill check, and then it was stripper magic, and now it's just.
I fucking love it.
Bohm, go ahead and give me a perception check as you attempt to nimbly scale to the old crow's nest that sticks out of the top of the Skewered Dragon and get a vantage point over the city.
Okay. Perception.
22 is very
Damn.
solid. So,
8?
as you scan, I'm going to go ahead and draw the area of effect here. Roll me a history check with advantage, as you are a Waterdeep native. I want to see what you know about Miss Shore.
Advantage.
12's not bad. You would know
I
that
can add a D8 to it.
Yeah, if you'd like to, by all means. Okay, 14. With a 14, as you gaze upon the blasted crater that once were the Mist Shore docks, you know that this is the largest and busiest shipping dock in all of Waterdeep. In addition to that, positioned here within the naval harbor, it is the dock that de facto any import goods need to go through, unless you have a special license or dispensation. So if you're a free trader coming to Waterdeep, say from Lantan or say from Chult, you would need to bring your goods through Mist Shore in order to have them inspected. It's a counting house, it is a customs office, and it is currently in flames. You can see only a few splintered fingers of dock work reaching out into the harbor. You can see a dozen or more large trading vessels have been sundered and are currently sinking beneath the waves. Yet, for all of this, you cannot see any fighting. You can see the forms of panicked sailors and of griffin riders swooping in with buckets, attempting to begin to douse the blazes as battle mages and clerics begin to summon tempests. However, you do not see any sign of Bragendarth. You do not see any sign of Zentarum or Xanathar agents. In fact, you see no signs of any combat whatsoever within the area as you scan from, say, a half mile away. With a 22,
Okay.
your eyes seeing quite clearly on this moonlit night.
Okay, so this is probably... We could wait until afternoon then, because this is probably just, some more just to... This is like a civilian shit, not like a gang area. So this is probably just to cause more arrests. It's still night.
It is.
Is this the dock that we got blown up at?
It is not. You guys got black. I can't remember the proper name of the dock, but it was almost as far away from Mist Shore as possible. Notably, it was in
Okay.
the far southeast section of the dock ward.
I wonder if they're attacking Xanathar or Zentarum.
Sorry, one other thing I should
Goods.
mention with the 14 is that you would know that the majority of Waterdeep's navy docks at Mist Shore. That's essential for you to know as well.
Oh.
I nearly let that slip. So the majority of the vessels that you see sinking currently are galleons, long ships, battleships, and the majority of the people responding are what's the word? Are members of the Navy.
Shit. Okay, so they're probably gonna start working their way in from the sea next.
As you say that, make me an additional history check. This one is not at advantage.
My bad. Laptop's slow.
Take your time. 9. Very good.
Yeah.
You're not quite capable of drawing any more about what that might portends from the information that's currently available to you. What would the party like to do? As Bohm descends and shares his findings with you, you can see Vicious Thing blinking, unsurprised.
I'm gonna ask Vicious Thing if this is for. God, I keep on forgetting the name of the. Not the Zentarum, the
Xanathar.
Xanathar. If it's for that gang.
Make an additional persuasion check.
Like maybe they're trying to play two. Okay.
With a natural 1, he looks back at you, looking toward Nyx, actually, instead of you when answering Bohm, and just says, "Blood axe business. If you needed to know, I'm certain you would."
Nyx will give a little dainty smile.
What's going on? I want to know. She gonna stab us in the back, or is she trying to double cross? Is the gang trying to double cross us?
I'm gonna stab all of you all the way back. This is where I turn into a villain.
He's playing a long con.
Well, should probably make use of sleep. I'm sure we'll be all right.
She looks back, or rather,
Side-eye.
I'm sorry, it's male tabaxi, looks toward you, Nyx, and says, "I'm not sure how elegant Stonebeard will be in his dealings tonight, but I would expect our sleep to be interrupted by at least another explosion or two."
Stonebeard.
That's
What was
the
that?
one of the leaders of the Blood Axes.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh.
you're here for the session. That's who. That's the local leader of this Blood Axe Enclave that you guys dealt with last session in order to hire this individual from.
Okay. Where? You said there was
Knowing that-
fingers around, right?
Here's what?
Fingers that fucking flew by, or that I could see on the ground by us.
No. I said
Fingers?
No. What I said is that
Yeah.
when you were scanning the docks, most all of the docks have been blasted away. Just a few crooked fingers of wood still.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to look for rings on those fingers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, fuck, we don't have like what? We have 200 gold to our name.
It's hard out in these streets.
So, well, knowing Gromard, he likes his fireworks. I'm sure we'll have Indian watch tonight.
He looks back at you and says, "Bregan Darth should be busy tonight as well. Could be safe to travel."
Okay, I mean, if they're gonna do shit, then yeah.
Yeah.
Nix, give me a
She
history
knows
check with advantage real quick, as she mentions that Brigand Darth might be busy tonight. How have you misgendered my tabaxi so hard that I'm doing it now?
Okay, let's see. God, where's history? Here it is.
With a 9, you're not sure what that might portend. Either that the Blood Axes are involved in the joint operation, or that the current chaos is yeah, or that the current chaos is somehow directed at them. Which of those you're not sure though.
And what was the name of that? The Brigand
Darth.
Brigand Darth.
That would be the group of the Drow Elf exclusive gang, members of whom you fought a couple sessions ago, the Gunslinger.
Oh, the Gunslinger.
You know that they're very heavily involved. That's the one thing you would certainly know with the 9 is that they are responsible for the entirety of the smoke powder trade here in Waterdeep.
And smoke powder is illegal, right?
Absolutely illegal.
Okay.
Yes. Waterdeep City Watch doing everything they can to cut down on that gun violence, in fact. And you would have heard tale of Yumi's last party and the explosive properties that such an artifact possesses.
Do I have any fucking gun powder left on me?
We
Used all of it. Okay.
Yep.
I have the gun still.
We had the guns and the bullets. That's it.
Okay.
We just don't have the igniter.
If we find any, might snatch some. I can sell it on the black market.
I mean, if we leave tonight, have we long rested?
Yeah, you had just achieved the tail end of a long rest when this explosion went off.
Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, I'm ready to head out now. Then
Should we just go down the sewers here, or go down the sewers where we went down last time? Because that's the one where it had all the yellow arrows pointing the way.
I
Or
believe
yellow
that was
hands.
next to Daloon Tears, wasn't it? I wish. Got a little bit of heat over there at Daloon Tears. I don't know if we should go that direction.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go down this.
Considering we got arrested because of being there.
Yeah.
Very good. If the party wishes to simply seek sewer access, locating a manhole here within the dock ward will not be too difficult. As for the question of discovering the Xanathar Guild's hideout again, if I recall correctly, I think Yumi is the only one who has been there and would be best suited to probably leading that leg of navigation.
Oh, that's right. That was Chaka. Fuck.
Yep, you were. Also, remember, don't use anything flammable while we're in the sewers, because
Methane.
blow up. So only magical light.
Very good. In that case, does the party wish to slip into a nearby alleyway and lever open that heavy steel grate?
Yep.
Very good. With a little application of a crowbar between Nix and Vicious Thing, it grinds open as the steel twists and that sulphurous smell assails you. You can see the darkness of the waterways beneath the city beckoning you. As the party descends, any preparations for this trek as you move through this filthy area, or do you simply trust Yumi's navigation to sustain you?
Should we use the... Oh no, the lantern's fire. Never mind.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything that could help.
Vicious
I
Thing.
can be a body.
Vicious Thing, for his part, you see him remove a small flask of holy water from a bandolier across his chest as he soaks a rag in it, tying it around his slender tabaxi snout.
That's a thing? I didn't think about that at all.
How about you bless some water for us? Boom.
What?
So how about you bless some water for us?
Okay.
Whoa, low, low.
Like
Yeah,
doing a rain
I'm-
dance, I guess. I mean,
I'm the most tankiest for sure.
Very good. If there are no further preparations, then the party begins to press through the sewers, surrounded by, if I recall correctly, Yumi's dancing light cantrip. I think she does,
okay,
right?
she has something with light. Okay, yeah.
I think she does.
Just light.
Some
I don't
sort
think she's dancing light.
Very good, yeah, the light cantrip. That thin sliver of white light emanating from her palm, lighting up the long, stretching corridors before you. Yumi, go ahead and give me an investigation or survival check with advantage as you attempt to seek the section of the sewers that you had initially entered from the trades ward last time that contains those yellow eyes leading toward your destination. An 18 is very solid, Yumi. You managed to navigate from the dock ward to the trades ward without any difficulty, picking your way through this labyrinthine series of copper tubes and stone corridors. The occasional sound of something skittering or splurching in the shadows is unsettling, but not enough to investigate. And thanks to Nyx pre-rolling our 2 random encounter dice earlier tonight and getting 8s on both of them, the party encounters no difficulty over this leg of the journey. Yumi, you find yourself in a familiar-looking section of terrain very quickly, the sewer system changing, less estuarial salt water, and you can start to make out more oil, more lye, and more other byproducts of artisanal crafts floating through the waterways. You can tell that you've made it to the trades ward. Go ahead and give me one more investigation check with advantage. With a 10, you encounter some difficulties. You get turned around, and as you bring the party toward a great copper gate that appears to be sealed off entirely, you realize that you've lost your way. The party takes a moment to wonder at what the purpose of such an object might be before turning about, but as the spillway begins to open and a tremendous amount of water runoff begins to flood in the party's direction, I need everybody to make dexterity saves.
Not the shit water. Oh my god.
Nyx. Oh, Nyx. Let me roll one for Vicious Thing here. Vicious Thing not looking a lot better.
Man.
Ooh.
Oh dear. The DC here was only 10. So
Oh, okay.
so Bohm, you managed to outrun this flow of, thankfully it's not shit water. It is standing water that's been sitting in one of the city's reservoirs, and with the recent spring rains, the spillway has needed to become activated. However, it is fetid and unpleasant to say the least. As it washes over the party, those of you affected do take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and those of you affected, I need an additional Constitution save.
Good lord. Alright. Comes the pain.
It's a bad day for Vicious Thing.
Oh my god, it's already out, baby!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Really low rate. Oh my god!
Gang, we are off to a flying start tonight. Looking great, looking great, looking great. So, as the spillway water washes over you, buffeting you against the sharp rocks the sturdy rocks of the sewer's passages, eventually you bring yourself sputtering to your feet again. Yet already you can feel the chills that are beginning to rack your body, as exposure to this filth could not have had any positive effects upon your immune systems. Vicious Thing letting out a particularly cat-like sneeze as he snarls and grabs a silken handkerchief from his pocket.
I'm gonna brain eating amoebas from the still water.
Let's see. No effects from that currently, but I'm going to make my marks of red here to indicate that you've been exposed to something.
I didn't mean to send that out. I meant to just fucking read that.
No, you're fine. The party takes a moment to dry your things off, maybe with a few select prestidigitations from Yumi, as you manage to get yourselves into traveling condition again, but it does waste about an hour as you take this wrong turn and run into this spillway. You have not quite found the yellow signs within the sewers that you are looking for yet, and only more searching will avail you.
Well, Yumi, putting all of our faith in you.
Can I also cast that on fucking all of us, I guess, besides Vicious Thing?
Damn.
Did you say cast it on? Yeah, so that you are able to communicate with him, communicate with the party telepathically, leaving him out?
Yeah. I can only pick up 3 people, so.
Yeah, very reasonable. In fact, I don't believe that there is even any somatic component for you to do this. You simply reach out with your psionic presence, and you find yourself within your allies' minds. Vicious Thing having been left out as the party continues to trek. Any conversations you wish to have here, Bum?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell everybody just, it's actually, fuck, Nyx is part of them.
Foster.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask Nyx how well she knows her gang.
Well, I mean, I grew up with them, so I trust them a lot. I don't think they'd stab me in the back. Maybe
Okay.
stab y'all in the back, but not me. But since y'all are with me, I think y'all should be alright.
Alrighty. Let me fucking roll.
Are you inciting me?
I'm fucking okay. I trust you.
As a D10-year-old.
Yeah, that was fucking 6 and up. I trust you. Give you the benefit of the doubt.
There you go.
Damn! What the fuck? Why do you have such high deception?
She's a criminal.
Okay.
So,
Alright, just
Yumi, as you continue to lead the party along, you encounter some additional difficulties. That head cold that is quickly building up is not doing anything to aid your sense of direction. Even with advantage here, you're still facing some challenges. As you begin to lead the party through an old series of copper tunnels, pipes that have been built over a perilous section of the sewers, a 40-foot chasm yawning beneath you with ankle-deep water inside of it. You begin crawling through these copper tunnels in order to bypass it, yet you do not notice the weaknesses in the pipes. You do not notice the corrosion from the passage of some gelatinous cube before the pipe begins to give way beneath the party. I need an option, either a dexterity or a strength save from everyone in the party here as this section of pipe begins to creak downwards as you attempt to either throw yourselves free from it or brace yourselves for impact.
Thank God.
That's a success. That's a second success. A third. And a fourth. Very good. The DC here only 10. Gonna go ahead and roll for Vicious Thing. With an 8 plus his dexterity bonuses, he succeeds as well. You see as the copper pipe swings down like a guillotine, twisting in the air for a moment before slamming with a resonating sound into the tepid water below. Yet you trek onward. Vicious Thing taking a moment to kneel down in front of Yumi as he looks at you and says, Your skills are adequate. You simply need to trust in yourself. My mother taught me this lullaby when I was still a kid at her breast. Whistle it as you walk. Maybe it will bring you some comfort. As he's going to offer Yumi Bardic Inspiration here, an additional D8 to roll on a skill check within the next 10 minutes.
Nice.
So, if Yumi is still helming this search, then one more investigation check would be appropriate.
Bardic reactions aren't in the game yet.
Surely this one goes better. I can't keep improvising traps for the sewers.
Hey!
Yeah, another double.
That's interesting. So, Yumi, you regain your bearings, whistling as you walk. You let your subconscious memories of your last time in this place begin to guide you, and within an hour or so, you see your objective. One of the jaundiced yellow signs graffitied into the wall of the sewer, that 8-spoked yellow eyeball glaring toward its onlooker. You remember the way from here. No further difficulties should surmount as the party press on toward the old Xanathar hideout.
I think so.
Very
And also
good.
keep a ear out for like any other talking besides us. Going down the way, see if like they're using that hideout to come up and stage another attack.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception check as the party moves.
And we're rolling great today.
Yeah, that's with an 8 too.
Bohm, it seems relatively quiet within these old smugglers' ways tonight. You suspect that the majority of the criminal elements who would normally be moving through an area like this are very likely elsewhere within the city tonight, enjoying the general lawlessness to plunder and loot as they see fit from the city's richer districts.
Okay.
Very good. Following the yellow signs in the sewers is not something that will require any additional investigation checks. Having achieved this before, you quickly find yourself, Yumi, leading the party into a familiar-looking waterway. A landing next to a circular stone pillar within the spillway, and an open wooden door nearby it. Crawl as you see fit. If you recall the direction to the statue that you're looking for.
Right, you want me to, or I guess, Boom, you should probably lead the way, right? In case of traps.
Yeah. I'll do that then.
I volunteer him as tribute.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and walk forward, but I also want to try to be quiet and look for traps or look inside these hidey holes.
Yeah, very good. Go ahead and make me a perception check as you gaze through that slim crack in the wall. Yumi, you've got the prestidigitation cantrip, don't you? You don't. In that case, you still stink. Unless anyone carries soap or perfume, both of which are player's handbook items.
I got stripper lotion.
Very good. Bohm now smells like sewer water and stripper lotion.
Ah, just like home.
So Bohm, with the 12, as you peer through that crack, it's slim. Too slim for any creature to pass, other than maybe a tiny animal like a squirrel or a rat or something. Even the skinniest halfling isn't going to contort his way through there. Yet, as you gaze through, you can see a dimly lit cellar on the other side. Boxes, crates strewn about, and with the 12, also a very faint smell of unripe wine.
Wine. Okay. I guess if fucking whatever, speak to the mind is still up, I'll tell him that. Then I'll continue walking forward and being quiet as I can, and looking for traps, looking for anything out of place.
Absolutely,
Is it-
crawl as you wish.
Is this like a peephole?
It's not quite a peephole. It's a fissure within the wall.
Okay.
However, it appears to be man-made. A very small, slender passage, too small for even a small creature.
I am not able to pick up bone. Let me go ahead and just drag out another one.
Not the glory hole, Yumi. Yumi.
There we go.
Yeah, I can't move my character either. I shall drag myself on as well. There we go. Stay up right behind Boom.
Bohm, as you begin to press your way forth, you can see the old secret passage that Yumi had explained to you, having exited through this guild last time through, still stands wide open. From her recollections about this area, you know that should you progress eastward here, that should lead you to your destination. However, with your passive perception of 18, you notice something else. There is a scent of fresh blood, sharp and tangy, within the air that seems to be drifting down from the western hallway here, past that open door. What would you guys like to do?
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell them in their heads. I'm gonna tell them, there's blood coming down from the west side, and I think we should ignore it.
Ignore it.
Ignore it.
Saying you want to ignore it?
Yeah, because if we get into a fight, somebody yells, and if it's the fucking guild, they can teleport in and let them know we're here. If we get to that teleporter first, we ruin the chance of them, being able to go through there. And if we sneak past them, we can catch them by surprise on this side too.
I think we're gonna have to walk by that spot anyway, aren't we?
We can take the side to the east and go around it, correct?
It's the I think
Because this
vision's-
side,
I think the vision's not working for me. I'm not getting any.
Let me double check real quick. Your token busts easy for some reason. I'm not sure why. You're 60 or 120 feet.
For
Night vision.
I don't have it. I don't have dark vision.
You're a hobgoblin, aren't you?
What do they call it? The
oh, you took a variant, right?
fuck, what's it? Where you can choose your
Custom
ancestry.
lineage. Got you.
Custom lineage, yes.
Got you. Working with Torch here then. There you go.
Okay, yeah, that's much better. All right. Yeah, if that's what you think we should do. Let's do it.
Alright, does anybody suggest Yumi, Rowland?
No issues with me.
Okay. I'm just gonna fucking look at Gentle Thing, put my finger over my mouth because she can't hear us, and just signal her to follow us and just ignore what's over there.
Very good. Vicious Thing stalks forward through the gloom along with the rest of the party. Crawl as you see fit.
Okay, you said east is a secret passage, right?
It is, yes. You can see where
Okay.
the brickwork has been, the illusory brickwork has been dispelled. As you press your way into the room, with your passive perception of 18, you can smell something animal has been making its den within this place. Roll me an insight check.
Giant were rats.
Oh fuck! I forgot about those. Sight. Okay.
There we go.
With a 17, the moment that Nyx says it, you sense it to be true.
Oh.
That strange
Fucking
half
no.
animal smell. You can even see the thin trails of chicken blood that are splattered upon the steps. There's something within this place. You can't possibly be alone. Yet, as you creep forward for the moment, you appear to be undetected.
Okay. Gonna peek my head through this doorway, look both ways. Do I see anything in there?
You certainly do. As you gaze through the doorway, make a stealth check here.
Ooh, good at those. Yeah, yeah.
With a 29,
Jesus.
Bohm, you creep forward like a shadow. You can see the still sleeping form of a were-rat. Very clearly such in its current form. The humanoid rat-like hybrid, dirty rags strewn over its body, long yellowed claws and fangs, nose twitching, whiskers twitching in its sleep as it dreams of the hunt.
Assassinate that bitch.
Not a fucking assassin.
Yeah, you get an automatic crit if it's sleeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, if you don't
Oh,
kill
dude,
it, man, I'll run in there. So,
Yeah, that might alert the other ones. Can I recall back the whereabouts we found? They were part of the fucking guild, right?
If you recall,
no, they were being enslaved by them.
They were being enslaved. Okay. Alright, fuck it.
make a history
I'm gonna...
check, Bohm.
Okay.
Very good. What would you all like to do?
Okay. Fuck it. Group consensus, do I go up and kill him or not?
I mean, fuck it, I've been killing people down here, so.
Can I check to see if it has a fucking monk clothes on it while I sneak up on it? I want to make sure it's not fucking, what's her name?
As you creep up toward the were-rat in front of you, no, it does not appear to be the clean white gi that the dragonborn Sarah Rex from Waterdeep's monastery had been dressed in. In fact, it appears to be the torn and shredded, filthy work clothes of one of the 4 miners that you released while they were in disguise.
Okay. Okay. I'm killing this thing, right?
Well, hey, if it's one of the miners we released, then they might not hate it. They might not attack us then because we helped them, right? Are you sure
Yeah.
it's one of the miners, or are you just guessing it's one of the miners?
Well, Ben just told us it was one of the miners.
Wearing the same clothes, at least.
That what you say, Yubi?
Using their clothes.
We could try to just sneak past him.
Yeah, that requires some good rules.
I can pass without a trace this.
You know, you'd have to make a lot of noise when you do that, though. The vocal component for it. Well, I'd say there's 2 ways to this. We take the risk that it's the ones that we save, and we talk our way through, or we just do the neutral evil and just kill it.
Nyx, make me an insight
You
check
got-
as well as you consider this.
Okay.
You got good charisma. Maybe you should do the talking.
With a 14,
14.
as a member of the Blood Axes, you were familiar enough with the state of guild affairs in Waterdeep to know that the Xanathar Guild is rumored to employ were-rats as spies, as assassins, perhaps as slaves if these four had displeased their masters. Yet with 14, you consider that their actions may not have been motivated by slavery so much as being motivated by having seen your party kill so many other Xanathar guild members in front of them that perhaps they didn't want to pick that fight at the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them, alright, man, take it out.
Alright.
This is a big juicy crit, man. Do it. What's your
As
sneak
you
attack?
Make my...
Real quick,
Yeah.
as you creep down the stairs, reaching the bottom, make me a perception check. At disadvantage as you gaze into this dark room.
Does his skulker do anything for him there?
I don't think it gives any... Let me check, though. Skulker.
I can just see and fucking... Yeah.
Says
You're
dim
right,
light
you're
doesn't.
right. It doesn't impose disadvantage, so make me a straight perception check. Very good call.
Oh,
Okay, can I add the fucking side dice to it?
Yeah, if you wish.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
An 18 beats the 15 DC here. As you creep to the bottom of the stairs, you pause for a split second as you can see the tripwire in front of you at approximately eye height. You follow its progress to the ceiling of the room within, where you can see a series of bone chimes have been set up as an alarm.
Okay. I'm gonna let the group know, and I'm gonna tell Rowlin to let it's just thing know also, just in case she does come in here and we kill this thing. So okay, I'm gonna fucking duck under it.
Very good. Boom, as you creep toward the were-rat before you, you cross the room in an instant, ducking beneath the tripwire, and you find yourself standing over the exposed throat of the sleeping monstrosity in moments.
Okay, I'm gonna summon my fucking psychic, um, whatever it is, soul knife. Yeah, soul knife. Yeah, and I'm gonna attack it.
Very good. As you do so, no need to roll an attack here. This is an automatic hit.
Oh, okay.
But I do need you to roll me critical damage with sneak attack as well here, as you take the psychic blade and draw it across the throat of the sleeping creature.
Is that an 8d6? Because of sneak.
Yeah, there's
crit?
8d6, and so do I. Does that mean how do I roll critical? Oh, critical damage. Click that, I guess, and then roll. Oh, that didn't add the.
Yes,
Wait,
That's
did
your.
roll an additional 5d6 for the crit on the psychic blades and the sneak attack.
Ooh.
Very good.
40.
A total of 40 damage here. Boom. It's a quick death and a clean one. The cut is precise. And with a single moment, not even a gasp of surprise, you see the eyes flash open and the light fade away from them.
Okay. I'm going to peek my head into there. Into this. That's a room, right?
It is.
I'm gonna peek my.
Go on.
Go ahead.
No, go on.
I was just gonna peek and do the same thing, like, you know, just sneakily look left and right.
Very good. As you push your way into the room here, go ahead and roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage.
With a 20, you hear it before you see it. The sound of bone cracking. As you turn, the were-rat's skull coming open like an egg. Something with a pink body and long claws ripping its way out of it. You can go ahead and roll for initiative here.
I should have known. I should have known and done that. Should have known and done that.
You remember who you're fighting now, huh?
Go for the head, always.
Oh fuck. It nat 20'd the initiative.
God.
That's the last creature you want to see do that. Let me get vicious in here. This +4. It's 15. Alrighty, so with the 22, our Intellect Devour has the initiative. As Bohm, you see the four-limbed brain crawling its way out of the body of its host, as immediately it hisses, sprouting tentacles from the cerebral mass and throwing itself toward you with a multi-attack. First, the claws flashing out as it attempts to latch onto you with a 19 to hit.
Okay, hits.
That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage. Do you want to react to that?
Okay. I can only use it for that one attack, right?
Yeah.
I can't use uncanny. No, yeah. I'll save it for that one.
I will point out, you get your reaction back before any of the other enemies move.
Okay, then yeah.
Very good. So 3 points of slashing damage there. As that happens, you feel a psionic presence attempting to eke its way into your own mind. Those of you affected by Bohm's telepathy right now can feel the unnatural alien intellect as it attempts to overwhelm him. I need you to make me a DC 12 intelligence save, Bohm, as it attempts to devour your intellect.
I'll give you my inspiration for this.
Intelligence save, right?
Mm-hmm. 21. Very nice. Give me a sec.
I wondered
Or
how
take.
said am I? The fuck?
Yeah, very good. No effect on the 21. Your own psychic presence manages to repulse the creature's advances, but it continues to scrabble at you as it uses its quick claws to run out of line of sight from the rest of the party. Yumi, what would you like to do? With the tripwire having been pointed out to the party, you can all bypass that safely enough without upsetting it. Especially since you're short enough to just walk below it.
Yeah.
The tripwire? The tripwire is still there, but since it's been pointed out, it's no longer a hazard.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, and yes, the Intellect Devour, it's still there. It is on the other side of the wall from Bohm right now. It's still threatening him, but it's pulled itself into cover from you guys.
You gotta go in here.
And I think I'm blocking the door, right?
We can move through ally space. But
It's also
Okay.
this is also a double door, so they could open it as an object interaction.
Ah, okay.
Very good. Yumi, as you go rushing through, you can just see the tiny creature on the other side of that cover. By all means, go ahead and cast Magic Missile. Very beautifully done. That's a level 1? Or are you upcasting? Perfect roll there. So as the whistling darts of Magical Force fly iridescent through the air, they curve around Bohm. The magic bullet that killed JFK, the perfect bank shot. Taking out pieces of this brain just the same. So I'm sorry. That's the most irreverent thing that's been said tonight. Don't even start with me. So
Just some of the shit Yumi says when she kills people scares me.
I just remember she fisted one of the cows.
I can't unforget
What the fuck?
Yeah, she shoved her fist up a cow's ass.
Why?
I don't know.
She then reminded us for the rest of the session how she's canonically covered in cow cum every time we did a scene. 15 points of damage here. The Intellect Devourer's lobes blasted away, but the creature's still skittering in the direction of Bohm. Yumi, anything else on your turn? Very good. You can, in fact, hear and see movement from the northern chamber. As you alert your party, the doors to your east and to your north both come crashing open. Having seen the Intellect Devourer already, and seeing the glassy eyes and the unnatural movements of the were-rats that converge upon yourself and upon Bohm, you get the sense that they are not in control of their faculties either. As more of these Intellect Devourer hosts begin moving in the party, they begin to make attacks. First off, short swords and reverse grips, digging down like fangs. First toward Yumi. A 15 to hit, just meeting your mage armor AC. And then toward Bohm, a 14 to hit, just missing your nimble form. However, the attacks are not over, as you see the long and yellowed fangs hissing and biting toward the necks on each of you. A 23 to hit Yumi, and a 20 to hit Bohm. And I'm going to need Constitution saves for both of those bites.
I don't want to be a were-rat.
You'll let the beast out, man.
I just got done from being a rat. Okay, thank God.
Shield would save you from the short sword attack, but the bite attack would still hit with a 23, Yumi. Two successes here. Shallow bites, both of them, and the infectious disease is not transmitted. Let's see here. That is going to bring us down to Bohm here. Bohm, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to ignore this were-rat behind me and just pull out, summon the Soul Dagger, and then attack this guy with it. Soul Knife, keep on saying Soul Dagger.
Yes, the Psychic Blade flashes through the air, striking your target.
Okay. That should not. I had sneak attack.
Very good. 5 points of psychic damage here. The creature is wounded terribly, splitting along its corpus callosum, yet it is still moving. Its psionic presence still hungering for you.
I'll use the Soul Dagger, Soul Knife offhand.
Go for it.
Nice.
A second hit here, which I actually just know that's using your strength mod. You might want to fix that on your sheet because your roll should be much higher. Should be a +5 to that. Another 22 hitting, and with the 1 HP remaining to the creature, you dispatch it, placing a boot upon the gray matter on the floor as you can feel the psionic pressure alleviated from your mind. Anything else, Bohm?
No, that's it.
Rowland, you're up.
All right. I'll move into the room. Right. I can share that space right there. with like the wall, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I can still see this guy where I'm at.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, I'll just mark him with my Slayer's Prey, and then I'll go for a couple shots with my bow on him.
I didn't mean to do all those things. I didn't know I was doing that.
You're not going to believe it, but the 13 does hit here, Rowlin. The man does not miss.
That, and then the Slayer's Prey.
Now,
And then...
remind
Oh, go
me,
ahead.
is the bow that you wield magical? It's a mundane longbow.
Just a normal
You
bitch.
see the were-rat take a single point of damage here. Your arrows, unsilvered, unmagical, do not pierce its skin. Only the magical effect of your Slayer's Prey, leaving the tiniest gash beneath its eyelid.
Right. I mean, I can't do anything else, I guess.
You do have a second attack. If you want to try
I
it.
do. Yeah, I'll go for another shot on him.
Which one are you attacking?
That one.
Okay.
A critical strike. Does that proc your Slayer's Prey again?
No, it does not.
Unfortunate. You hear Yumi calling out to aim for the head. You go to fetch this were-rat, an arrow directly between the eyes, but the shaft simply snaps as it touches the magically hardened skin of this lycanthrope. You've all heard the tales before, how silver is necessary to hunt beasts like these. Silver or magic. Anything else on your turn, Ronlin?
Nope.
Very good. Vicious Thing is going to slip his way up past Nyx, saying, "Excuse me," as he does so. Taking the 25-foot step into the room, whiskers twitching as he looks bristling, I should say, as he looks between the two were-rats and targets the one that is attacking Yumi, calling out with a vicious mockery, "Cats? Rats? I think that we both know the outcome of this little encounter. Why don't you just die?" The were-rat's going to make a wisdom save. With a 14, that is just going to fail. Were-rat taking 4 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on the next attack toward him, or the next attack he makes. Vicious Thing is then going to turn toward Nyx and is going to offer bardic inspiration, saying, "I've heard the tales of how you spill blood. I look forward to seeing it firsthand." What would you like to do?
Well, I hope I impress. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to be right there. So I'm going to run on in right here. And I will bonus action summon my Echo. Crap. Place it right here. And I will make some strikes at this were-rat.
18 hitting.
Okay.
This is your packed weapon here, right? Considered to be magical?
Yeah, it's magical.
Very good.
And I will make another strike.
A 12 just meets the AC of this creature, and it's just tough flesh and it's stolen leathers.
6.
Very good. Another 6 points of damage as the magically enhanced edge of your blade meets the flesh of the were-rat. It cuts into the ropey muscles, yet the possessed creature does not utter even the slightest groan of pain. It just looks at you with those glassy eyes, as it is piloted by the inhabitant in its head. Anything else, Nyx?
I'm trying to figure out if I just want to... Well, how I make like a history or nature on like on how if you were to be infected with this lycanthropy? How long it would take for it to affect you?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a history or medicine or history. I think would probably be best. You could do nature if you like, though.
Okay, let's do the one that I'm the best at, and they are all the same. Okay. Let's
Nyx
see.
is good at lying and killing, and not a lot
Oh.
else.
Oh!
However, Nyx, this is a tale that you have heard before. You know that the most dangerous thing about lycanthropy is that often those infected by it do not even realize that it has happened until they next see the full moon, in which case the curse awakens in their blood, and afterwards the transformation becomes uncontrollable. With a 20, I will also say that you know that there are some strong-willed individuals who learn how to master their curse, transforming at will, and using either body that they're accustomed to as they may see fit. Yet, you know, for all who carry a curse such as these, around the full moon, it becomes uncontrollable. The bloodlust, the ability to control yourself, gone. So, should any of you be infected, you consider the moon phases. Has anyone been watching the sky, or would anyone like to make a nature check?
Since I'm
I-
pondering this now, I'd probably do a nature check. God, what is this? What's the moon?
How many moons do we have? Just one?
No, you have. It depends on what you call the moon, right? You have basically the moon, which was shattered during the Draco Rage, and then you have its many tiers, which are now also orbiting bodies. But you principally have one moon overseeing the Forgotten Realms, which is worshipped as Saloon.
Okay. And for a cure for lycanthropy, how is that easy to come by, or is that very rare?
It with the 20 medicine, you know it requires a powerful piece of magic. Either a greater restoration or a remove curse spell cast at 5th level or better.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be using an action search here.
Very good. Fuck all this. 15 hits.
Hey, there we
A
go.
critical strike will certainly connect. Beautifully done, Bohm. Without the crit, it wouldn't have been enough. How would you like to do it?
I'm going straight for his dome piece, so I'm just going to slice it clean in half, like right above his eyes.
Very good. As you give a swift trepanation to this were-rat in front of you, all it does is make the passage out of its head easier as the brain sprouts legs, and the true controller once again makes its appearance.
Boy. Okay. Let's see. Yep, that'll be my turn.
Very good. That's going to bring us to our were-rat on 8. The door to the north here, from where Yumi could see movement earlier, bursts open, and immediately you see a third of these glassy-eyed creatures with its mechanical movements pushing its way in the direction of Vicious Thing. You see the short sword flare out with a 15 to hit, just missing the bard's AC. The bite coming toward Rowlin with a critical strike. 5 points of piercing damage, and I'll need that con save, DC 11.
All right.
Uh-oh.
No!
Uh-oh, stinky.
Yumi, with her chronergy ability, sees the fangs about to intersect, and with a flick of her wrist, rewinds time 6 seconds. Rowlin, give me another save. Or sorry, I should specify, Yumi, were you re-rolling the crit, or were you re-rolling the con save? In that case, tell you what I'll do here. We'll honor the natural 2 there, but we will say that that would have been the were-rat's roll, given that we're all rolling off d20s for this anyway. The bite misses, and you see the fangs very narrowly avoid scraping Rowlin's neck here. Fantastic use of that feature. That's going to bring us to the end of that were-rat's turn. Our Intellect Devourer here on 4 is quote-unquote surprised, more like just busy digging itself out from the body of its host. Our Devourer on 22 is currently dead, and that's going to bring us back to Yumi. Oh, fun. I think it's like momentary
Fireball!
stasis.
Yeah, it's basically a whole creature. But it lasts like until the end of her next turn, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, momentary stasis. That's a con save versus the spell DC. Which creature would you like to target? Very good choice. So that's going to be a con save for the Intellect Devourer versus Yumi's spell save of 15. With a natural 6, you see as the creature goes crawling, suddenly it simply freezes mid-stride. Its psionic presence cut off for the moment as well until the end of its next turn. Yumi, that's a good move. Anything else on your turn? That's your action. Very good, as you disappear into mist, reappearing beside Bohm here, safe on the battlefield for the moment. Anything else? Good turn. Bohm, that's going to bring us to you. 1 were-rat and 1 devourer down, one of them incapacitated, 2 more were-rats on the field. What would you like to do?
Intellect Devourer or were-rats? I think we need to get rid of this Intellect Devourer, right?
Yeah, you should be able to. I think you also credit, right?
Is it advantage?
It
Is it?
You let me double check incapacitation. I don't think this actually gives you.
Or yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, you can't
I think
take
it's
actions
advantage,
or
right?
reactions. No, it's not advantage.
Oh,
actually. It just
okay.
simply can't take actions or reactions.
Right.
Yeah, definitely Intellect Devourer though. Still.
Okay, I'll go ahead, swing out with my Soul Knife.
25 hits.
Are they resistant to psychic?
I don't think so. 6 and he's not within 5 feet. Okay.
Draw your knife, just so you know.
Oh, I meant for a sneak attack.
Oh.
You're not within 5 feet.
Right.
You could have steadied aim and then got your sneak attack off with your thrown knife.
Oh shit! I could have done that. Okay, that's something to remember. Offhand, 1.
Let me check here. I think that actually misses. That does just miss, unfortunately.
Shit.
The creature manages to slash the projected psychic force out of the air with one of its own psionically laced tentacles, avoiding the blow. Anything else, Bohm?
Yeah, that's it.
Very good. That brings us to our were-rat on 16. Having temporarily been engaged in combat with Yumi, it turns in the direction of her spell and encounters Nyx instead, as it hisses at you and begins its assault.
God.
The first strike at disadvantage thanks to the Vicious Mockery. A 19 still hitting for 8 points of piercing damage. The second attack, having thrown you off balance with that shallow short sword cut, you see the fangs coming in with 18.
I'll shield the bite.
Very good. Shielding the bite here, avoiding that 4 points of damage, and the con save, 8 points of piercing taken from the short sword. That's going to bring us to Vicious Thing. Vicious Thing is going to turn toward the were-rat in front of him, and I think he's going to toss another Vicious Mockery in that direction as he continues his jocularity. I'm not going to do bad cat and rat puns all night, though, for the sake of everyone's ears. With a 17, the were-rat is going to resist. Vicious Thing simply turns toward Rowland, gives him an assuring pat on the shoulder, and says, "Don't worry, I'm sure you'll kill it for me." As he's going to give Rowland Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, great. With all the things I can do against these things. I'm going to just mark the guy in front of me as my Slayer's Prey. I'm going to put my bow away. I'm just going to go with 2 stabs with my short sword. I guess that's all I can really do.
14 hits.
I guess I
Yeah.
don't know. That would just be a 12. Sorry, I forgot to unclick
12
that.
actually still hits. That is the AC.
Oh, okay. So the short sword damage wouldn't go up, but I guess the Slayer's Prey.
4 points of damage here. Very good. The magical wound appearing upon the creature's body. Anything else?
I could go for another one, but it's not going to do anything. So
Would you like
just
to
for
try and
fun.
shove or grapple?
I guess shove. Yeah. Can I shove?
Yeah, if you want to try and shove him prone.
Sure,
Nyx
I'll
might be
try
able to do
that.
something with that. Yeah, give me an athletics check. You're looking to beat a 22.
Oh,
He's hanging on to his feet for now as those claws dig into the stone beneath it. Rowland, is that your turn?
yep.
Good turn. That's going to bring us to Nyx.
Okay. Let's see.
Yumi, do you think you can kill the intellect devourer on your turn? I don't know if Firebolt will, or
I barely did
Or,
any damage to it.
wait, I think it'll get its turn skip. Yeah, because it's the end of
Correct.
Yumi's turn. So yeah, Rowland. Oh, Rowland, you should have shot the intellect bearer. Fuck, I didn't even think about that.
I thought of it, but I wanted to mark this guy just because like I have my supernatural defense, so I can like add stuff to my saving throws. Then
I'll
Oh,
maybe
okay.
attack this were rat in front of me.
Go for it. 15 hits.
Right. Going again.
And a 23 certainly hits.
All right.
Very good. 14 points of damage here in total. Anything else next?
Let's see. I think I will move my echo to right here.
Very good.
And that'll be my turn.
The packed blade biting deeply into your foe's flesh. You can see its blood running in rivulets, but it does not tire as the being within its mind continues to command it. Our were-rat here to the north continues its assault, this time upon Rowlin in its entirety, as he was the only one to damage him this round. The short sword flashing out with a 20, the bite as well sinking down with a 13, narrowly missing Rowlin. 5 points of piercing damage to you, bringing us to our intellect devourer as it continues to struggle against the momentary stasis that Yumi has placed it into. It continues to flail, yet it is unable to pull itself forth from the head of the were-rat, bringing us back to Yumi.
What are you planning on doing?
So I'll let you know, if you want to try and kill the intellect devourer along with the were-rat, that's going to require a called shot. A called shot, just to remind you guys of how that works, is when you tell me, hey, I'm trying to achieve this effect on an attack, or, you know, I want to cut the enemy's head off, or I want to kill the intellect devourer along with the were-rat. What I do is I set a damage threshold for that called shot. If you hit the attack and you meet the damage threshold, you get the damage on the enemy, and you get the secondary effect. If you hit the attack but don't meet the damage threshold, then no damage is dealt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you'll kill the were-rat with the firebolt here, unless you crit. That is. Your firebolts are what, 2d10 right now? I mean, hell, your firebolts are pretty damn
If
strong.
anyone's gonna crit with a firebolt, it's gonna be Yumi. We've seen that before.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna.
Bloodlust is in her. So if you'd like to attempt a called shot, I'll let you know right now. This were-rat has 15 HP. I'm going to need 5 HP over its maximum of 0. So I'm going to need a 20 damage strike here to instantly take out the were-rat and the intellect devourer. You'd either need to roll max damage on the firebolt, or you need to roll a crit and to roll decently well.
We like those odds, Yumi.
Playing up gotcha games.
Roll for it. Roll for it.
0.7% chance.
Get the pull.
Couldn't have been better odds.
Yeah, I can start selling rerolls for $1. Fuck, what am I doing?
We'll roll to hit,
Yeah,
and
still
then
need to hit. $18 hits. Let's see that max damage firebolt.
Roll them one at a time. You got this!
you just click on the name, it'll roll it for you.
Oh, yeah. Firebolt.
Close.
Oh!
So close too. Fuck. So, Yumi, as the firebolt soars forth, it scorches the fur from the skull of the rat, leaving nothing but leathery, scorched flesh. Yet the brain seems undeterred, safely encased within its stolen skull. Anything else on your turn, Yumi? Oh. Salty tears racing down the face of your young wizard here. That's a good turn. That's going to bring us to Bone.
Okay. I'll use...
Is this were-rat dead right now?
Oh no, it's still alive. Unfortunately, the called shot didn't meet the damage
okay.
threshold, so no damage was done.
God, what'd you say it was called earlier? Chew shot, chew strike? No.
Steady aim.
I'd
Steady
kill
aim.
this. Yeah, steady
Yeah.
aim.
That's a,
Steady
you
aim.
have an ally next to your intellect devourer now, so you can generate sneak attack that way.
The echo doesn't count as a creature; it's an object.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if we want to roll it that way, I mean, I
I
don't
mean,
complain.
honestly, I honestly would. It's capable of making attacks. It's capable of like body blocking. I think you should get sneak attack if you've got the fucking echo within 5 feet.
Hey, I'll take the buff. Yeah, let's do it.
It just makes sense.
Fuck
To me.
yeah.
Like it's harrying the intellect devourer. It's drawing its attention.
Okay, I'm going to and come up with my soul knife. Back it that way.
Oh boy.
Oh!
Shit, another crit
Fuck.
sneak attack tonight.
Okay. 13 plus
Holy
sneak
shit,
attack.
You almost don't even need the sneak attack.
It's an 8d6 right there.
Yeah, 8d6.
Yeah.
It's a fireball of a sneak attack.
Oh my god! Why is it?
4 ones in that.
13 points of damage, more than enough here with the 26 points. In fact, if it was at full HP, that still would have been more than enough. Boom, as the tip of your psychic blade touches the intellect devourer's mind, you simply inject your will. You use it as an implement to inject your will as you tell it to perish. The brain bubbles for a moment and then just explodes in showers of blood and potassium all over the walls of the chamber. It is gone. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah. Just gonna fucking talk to Nyx in her head, ask her if she's got this. So I'm gonna run over and help Rowlin.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, I can't get past that guy. Right there.
If you wanted the bonus action to dash, you could maybe flank it with Vicious Thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Very good. My body shield. Bohm comes sprinting up in order to further engage this creature being pressed hard on 3 sides. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Very good. Nyx, the were-rat before you is going to continue its assault, first trying to throw you off balance with the short sword. A critical strike.
God.
As it twists the blade as it enters your side. It tries to draw you close as it goes for the bite. An 18 to hit.
Shit. Alright, well, I'll use my last spell slot and shield that.
Very good. Those valuable warlock spell slots, which those are level 4 slots for you now, right?
They're level 2 right now.
Level 2, okay. That's right, you have 3 levels of fighter, never mind.
I'm a fighter, yeah.
Regardless, valuable spell slots being used to avoid this incoming bite, yet it might be worth it. Vicious Thing, for his part, is once again going to Vicious Mockery the were-rat in front of him. It's going to be a wisdom save. Another success. Apparently, the Intellect Devourer controlling the creature doesn't find Vicious Thing's patter as funny as he does. Afterwards, he's going to simply shrug his shoulders and turn to Bohm and say, "Oh, you won't let anything happen to me, right?" Rowland, you're up.
Had some bad dealing with cats recently.
I'll mark the were-rat in front of me with my hunter's mark, and then I'll go for a couple swings with my short sword.
Absolutely. 18's a hit.
So
Nice.
and then I'll go for another swing.
And another hit. Beautifully done. The magical thorns of your hunter's mark erupting throughout the creature's body, fading away, leaving only wounds in their wake. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Nyx.
Alright, you bastard. Alright, I'm gonna move my echo up behind it. And I am going to swing with my longsword.
Give it the Eiffel Tower. 11's actually not quite gonna hit here. The creature
I'm gonna use
with
that.
its long claws.
I'm gonna use the bardic die. That
Ooh, very nice.
is a D8 right now.
It's a D8. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh.
12 hits.
Oh.
12's the AC.
Oh,
That's all you
shit.
need.
Oh!
I was like to say there's no way. Alright, 7 slashing.
7 points. The creature reeling from blood loss, but he's still in the fight.
Okay, let's see, I think I'm going to actually no, I'll hold that. We'll take another swing here.
Go for it. That's another hit. The were-rat not quite slain here. The wrecked body still swiping unsteadily toward you.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do it now. I'm gonna unleash incarnation and take a strike at it with my echo.
Absolutely. A surge of spiritual energy and a descending sword. You spear the were-rat, like Yumi said, tag teaming it from the front and the back. 2 blades very nearly intersecting as they pass by each other. You see the were-rat fall to the ground as something struggles to remove itself from the captivity of its skull. Rolling our Intellect Devourer in. Anything else on your turn next?
Let's see. I'm gonna take a step back right here.
Very good. The creature is still considered surprised, as it is joining the combat this round and does not currently have a reaction, so no op attacks there. Brings us to our were-rat on 8, who continues his attack toward Rowland, who, despite lacking a magical weapon, has been capable of producing some damage here. The short sword and the bite as well, both missing as you find your feet here in this combat, Rowland. Let's see. Our Intellect Devourer here on 5 is still surprised, and our Intellect Devourer on 4 is dead. That's going to bring us to Yumi. Very good. Another usage of momentary stasis, as your clever mind has apparently found the method to deal with these creatures. They may be psionically strong, but their bodies are fragile, and with an 8, as you increase the gravity around its body, it can do nothing but attempt to move as it's incapacitated. That's your action. Anything else? That's a strong move. You make good use of that CC. Our wear out on 16 is done for, and that's going to bring us to Bohm.
Okay. Soul knife. I can reach this guy, right? Or I.
Oh yeah, you can reach him. He does have half cover from your position, but you're still able to strike at him.
Okay. Go ahead. That hits, right?
It certainly does. Generating sneak attack as well.
Sneak attacks have been struggling today.
Dude, my fucking soul dice, I've only rolled a 1 on them, too. It's just a +4 from the fucking psychic damage,
It's
man.
fine. Save it for the fight with the eyeball. 14 points of damage here. It knocks the creature off balance. Its chest flayed open, yet it still struggles. Anything else, Bone?
Offhand, yeah.
Go for it. Another blow. 7 points of
Fucking offhand does more.
Let's see. Do you add your dex mod to that? With the soul knife?
I don't think I do.
Very good.
Let me.
It's fine. 3 points is still going to be enough here. I just would like you to check that out. You can see the similar effect as the glassy eyes, as the spark of life leaves the glassy eyes. Immediately, the skull begins to crack open. Another intellect devourer joining the field here. So that's going to.
Apparently, I do.
You do?
Apparently,
That's
I
cool.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool class feature. Vicious thing here, seeing the intellect devourer, is going to look toward it. He's going to use a first level spell as he says, "All brain, no brawn. I suspect you may be susceptible to nightmares." As he begins to weave a string of unsettling words, casting dissonant whispers on the creature. It's going to make a wisdom save. And with a natural 15, it is unfortunately going to save, taking half of 3d6 psychic damage. And it is not affected by the frightened condition.
I just gave it my nightmare.
For sure, no, for sure. So, 6 points of damage there, as the Intellect Devourer hemorrhages slightly. Vicious thing giving Rowland and Bohm a little pat on the shoulder as it scoots its way around the Intellect Devourer here, into the room to the north, looks toward you all, and gives a slight bow, and just closes the door behind him. Doesn't want his intellect devoured.
I got much to give.
And Mr. Kitty.
That's going to bring us to Rowland.
Now, does my Hunter's Prey and Slayer's Prey and Hunter's Mark technically go to this guy? Like, is it like the same creature in that sense?
That's a good question, and I admire the hustle so much. I'm going to say yes.
Okay,
I think that's
perfect.
reasonable.
Well, with that being the case, I don't want to get any closer, so I'm just gonna pull up my bow and I'm gonna go for a couple shots on it.
You might want to move out of cover there in order to get a clear shot on it.
Yeah. Is this a spot where I can move?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I'll go for a couple shots.
Goodness. Continuing an unerring. You have not missed in like 6 fucking sessions, dude. You just don't roll.
Well different.
So there's that, and then
Another
Does
46.
my Hunter's Mark and Slayer's
It all
Prey
crits.
crit as well?
Yeah, it
Okay.
can
Yeah.
double all dice on a crit, dude. This is gonna be nasty.
Ayo!
Anything that applies on a hit on your hit is also doubled.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll it twice then.
Let me see here. Oh, it's gone. It's got 15 HP remaining. Rowland, go ahead and finish it off for us.
Oh, you know it. He's reaching that little bag he has there. He pulls out a little bit of flour, sprinkles it all over the bow and all over his little arrow, and just fires that thing right for it as it like jumps out of the guy's head.
Splitting it open. pinning it to the wall behind as it's leaping in your direction. Intellect Devour dispatched. That's your first attack. You do still have a second.
Um,
And a bonus action,
Oh.
since that was already on the creature.
bonus action. I'm gonna move my Slayer's Prey over to the other one, and I'll go for a shot there.
Roll to hit.
Uh,
Another hit.
just 8.
And the d6 from Slayer's Prey.
It only procs once a
Oh,
turn.
right. Good call.
I was more so just doing it to get the saving throw if I need to.
No, that's a good call. Very good. An 8, an arrow sticking out of this strange archery butt before you, one of the lobes deflating slightly as it punctures it. Nyx, you're up.
I will say before Rowland, you end your turn to step back because I'm going to be slamming this thing into the wall that you're sitting next to. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to move on top of this corpse, and I'm going to repelling blast this brain.
Absolutely, 2 beams here at level 5.
Well.
The dice have turned in the party's favor. Another critical strike. Tremendous. 11 points here. Remind me, do you add Agonizing Blast, or is that not one of your...
No, I
Gotcha.
have Thirsting Blades and Repelling Blast
Got
right now.
you. An 11 here, slamming the creature up against the wall, but as it spasms, it scrapes back down and continues to run toward you once again.
Shooting it again. Oh,
Another
almost
hit.
crit again. Jesus. Alright.
The second blast, cutting it clear in twain, pulped against the wall behind you. As the party surveys the gore-slicked chamber, now covered with much more than chicken blood, let me promise you, you can see the statue before you of the tentacular illithoid creature. Yumi, you remember when you last saw Nilur, the Mind Flayer, touch it. You remember Zenk, the Dweragar manservant that followed him. You remember how he placed his hand upon the statue and uttered, fishbowl, before disappearing.
You want to take a short rest before you're going to this place?
Yeah, we can do that. Can I also listen around and see if there's any other movement?
As you survey the area nearby with your passive perception of 18, other than the occasional trickle of water or the squelch of distant pipes, it's as still as the grave. Yet, give me a perception check regardless as you search the area.
Oh, it better not be monk clothes.
With a 19, you note a small piece of paper sticking out of the pockets of one of the were-rats.
Oh boy, is that the note that we sent to the monk?
Fuck, please no. Okay, I'll take it out.
Can I just say, I'm really tickled at how attached you guys got to Sarah Rex in the short time you knew her. With a 19, you begin to read.
Yeah. Is it in Draconic?
It is not in Draconic.
Ah, sweet mother of God.
It is written in Undercommon. Does anyone speak that language?
Yes,
Rowland, you speak Undercommon.
I speak a lot of things.
There's no fucking way you were a baker, dude. I want to know what fucking smuggler ass, like, had you dealing with drow and Underdark residents. So, Rowland, you read the letter in that case?
Yeah, I'll read it out loud.
Very good. You can see in a blocky geometric script, almost as if not produced in the slanted style of a humanoid hand. You can read in all capitals the following letter. Nilur, sending you for failures. Do with them what you see fit, but ensure that they are put to greater use than at the cracked fissure. And it's signed with an 8-spoked eyeball.
What was Neelor?
We don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
Neelor's a new name, as far as I'm aware.
What name was on the paper that we got from the
From the
drow?
drow.
Yeah.
Let me go and grab that from the notes. It was...
Jarlaxle Bairn.
Yes.
Jarlaxle Bairn. Okay. So, Neelor.
Every time I try to
I feel like there's someone else here.
Every time I try to spell these names, it's nothing like as I imagined it being spelled.
When Yumi might know, when the mind flare touched the stone, it lit up, right? When he went and said fishbowl? Okay then. So we know nobody got out. Okay.
We don't even know. It could just be a one-way trip. I don't even know if people can come out from it. We've only
That's
seen
right.
people go in. And the watch took over this place for a little while after we had discovered it, so I'm assuming it's probably a one-way trip, yeah. We'll have to figure out how to get out, maybe. I don't know, who knows. But you want to find a cozy spot and take a short rest?
Yeah.
Lick our wounds?
Short rest is an hour?
An hour, yes.
Yeah.
An hour? Okay. Yeah, let's not sit by the fucking mind players. Intellect devours.
Yeah, Vicious Thing nods toward you approvingly and says, I would prefer to find somewhere less gore-slicked to cuddle up.
Oh, I'm sure you're used to the scenery.
Alright, let's
What is
fucking
over
leave
here?
this room.
Actually, I don't want to walk anywhere without Bone scouring it up first. Some random trap that I don't know. I'm just gonna blow my ass up.
But nothing happened when I poked my head through here, right?
No, it didn't.
Okay, then I want to just walk through, see if there's any, ooh, did not mean to click on that. Any traps around here?
Yeah, make an investigation check. As you take a moment to probe the darkened corners of the room, you do detect another tripwire here in the northern section of the room. But beyond that, you see nothing that should pose as a hazard.
Okay.
I think this is the room where we ran into the mind flayer.
Yeah. There was a fucking,
People behind the curtains last time.
yeah.
Should probably check behind the curtains.
You go ahead and do that. Fuck that.
I will check behind the curtains.
Very good. Nyx, as you pull one of the curtains back, you can see within an overstuffed cot filled with unclean hay. A small barracks chamber, from what you can tell. It appears to be a relatively comfortable place to rest, however.
Oh, I was expecting a mind player.
What about
Fucking
this?
intellect devour.
As you
This
hear
curtain.
behind the second curtain here, you find the same thing, but in addition, you do also find a small pile of trinkets and coinage, some of it covered in blood, a number of ripped purses nearby. You suspect that this is very likely the findings of the were-rats that you discovered earlier.
I'm falling behind him.
Yeah, I guess I'll pick around here and see if there's anything useful that we can use immediately.
Very good. As you pick through, for the most part, you simply find coinage, the occasional tiny gemstone or wedding ring. In total, a hoard worth about 124 gold pieces.
I'll take that. Boink. Okay.
Alright, it seems like a good place as any. Fucking,
You're resting
Short
these
rest.
little cubby holes.
yeah. I'm gonna fucking stab the hay cottage, though, real quick. Just fucking see if there's anything hiding in there.
As you give it a stab, you see a couple of regular-sized rats as they go running away into the darkness. But beyond that,
You'll have Vicious to catch them.
Vicious looks toward them with a disdainful flick of his tail and says, "I prefer bigger prey."
I know Vicious is actually feeding for it right now. Alright, well, I'm going to get a short rest in here.
Very good. If the party has no further preparations or conversations that you wish to conduct before this short rest, then we'll roll an encounter die, and we'll get to it.
Yeah, who wants to roll encounter die?
You go ahead, Mr. Big 12.
God, alright.
12. Don't do it. Don't do it, Nix. Don't do it.
Woo!
8 again?
All 8s today, baby. We hit the jackpot. Hell yeah. You know the party's had it rough recently when the fucking GM is rooting against random encounters. Please give them just a moment of reprieve.
I can't escape 12s, man. It's coming naturally.
Very good. As the party pulls themselves into the drier corners of these cells, taking a moment to lick your wounds and to restore your resources, let's take our 15-minute break and we'll get back to it, shall we?
All right, and you can expend as many hit dice as you want during a short rest.
Dice as you want, yeah.
Okay.
Should I add an extra?
One other thing I'll remind you to do over the course of your short rest is assuming that we are heading directly into the Lair next, as the teleportation statue is right nearby. Make sure to employ any resources that you've gathered for this adventure. Make sure to cast any buffs that you want to cast, as once we get into this place, how we're going to get out, exactly where we're going to be, what sort of forces we're going to encounter there are completely unknown.
Alrighty.
So we'll take our 15, we'll come back at 42 minutes after the hour, and we'll see what's in store for our heroes.
Where do you see your hit die? Plus 1d8 or it's 5. On hit, 1d8 per rogue level. Okay.
You just hit the hit dice button on your character sheet and it'll roll it for you.
Oh, I was trying to see how many I should have.
Yeah, it's 1 per level.
Oh, it automatically added 1. I didn't even do that.
As long as you if you click on or you change your level on your character sheet, it does a few automatic things for you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You should have your con added to that.
Oh, okay, then I think that should be in plus 3. It is!
You only took 4 damage. Oh, yeah, I guess you did.
3 damage.
You mean, did you take any damage? Pretty sure you did. I'll roll your hit dice for you.
She has 48 out of 51.
Good enough.
And she's back to full. Like you and Rowland and Vicious Things were the only ones that didn't get hit.
I got hit.
I got hit, but I
didn't avoid this. I didn't get to. I got hit by every single attack.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I got hit by the first claw attack, and then the bite landed, so I shielded the bite, and then I got hit by a claw attack again, and then the bite crit, so no, he crit me with the attack, and then he landed a bite attack, so I shielded the bite again. So yeah, I got hit, crit, and yeah. So all 4 attacks landed on me. Fuck. Like when I was playing my paladin, man, I was like, oh, I got an 18 AC. Never gonna get hit. And I got hit every fucking time.
Oh, man. Dude, how do we increase AC?
Better magical armor. It adds like pluses or magical shields.
You can only have 3 magic items, though, right?
You can have more than 3 magic items. You can only attune to 3 magic items, and I don't think you attune to armor and swords or like weapons,
Yeah,
magical
so
weapons.
standard plus like a +1 sword or a +1 shield, those are non-attunement, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Additionally, you can increase your AC by increasing your dexterity modifier, which for a rogue such as yourself, very valuable.
Yeah. What is my
As much
dexterity?
as your armor
15.
will allow you, though, I think, right? Does some armor cap it?
Yes, medium and heavy armor have. So heavy armor provides no benefit from dexterity mod, and medium armors provide a benefit of up to +2. Light armor, like Bohm uses, though, you can go as high as you want on the dex mod.
What are you guys gonna use your fucking note on?
What?
The fucking note we get for stealing the fish.
Mark
Oh,
prestige.
what are you gonna use it on?
Yeah, what are you guys gonna use it on?
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking either feet or fixing up our home.
Oh. I'm getting a cult.
I mean, I thought you were gonna start your own strip club.
Yeah, that's the cult.
Okay, there we go. It's gonna be a cult of the goddess Zune.
The goddess of chaps. That's what it's gonna be.
Goddess of chaps. Dude, she's the goddess of love, but I'm pretty sure chaps are definitely part of her portfolio.
The shaft.
I'm so excited. We've been trying to go to this dungeon for like 6 weeks now.
Been a while that we've all been together as well. I think for like the past 3 weeks we've had somebody out.
Yeah.
Ever since I think ever since we killed Grimgar, we've had at least one person missing, I think. I don't even know what feat would be good for me. I got Warcaster right now, but hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Back.
Hello, my whistle baby, here we go.
I might take Shield Master.
What?
So I might take Shield Master. Lets me shove as a bonus action with my shield. And I can add my shield's AC bonus to my dex save.
Ooh.
And if I am affected by a spell that requires me to make a dex save, I only take half damage if I use my reaction. Or no, if you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save to take only half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed the saving throw. Nice.
Hey, Ben, how rare are these fucking
Dex saves?
not deck saves? Fucking notes we're getting. I keep on forgetting what they're called.
Very rare.
Very rare.
So
Yeah.
marks of prestige, they don't have rarities as magic items. They're think of them almost as like they're sort of career checkpoints. They're more like it's sort of like a talent tree in WoW, where it's like a mark of prestige represents special training. In terms, they can be exchanged for magical items if you choose to take a magic item, like, or negotiate for one instead of getting training, property, noble titles, etc. And the magic item that it can be exchanged to is generally commensurate to the tier of the game you're in. So as tier 2 players, you'd be able to trade up to rare magic items for the Mark of Prestige. Maybe not every item, but the majority of those would be available, could be made available to you from the City of Waterdeep's coffers, or from the guilds that are active within it, such as Force Grey, Lord's Alliance, or the Emerald Enclave.
Okay.
You still gotta get them first, though.
Even if I gotta leave this whole fucking group behind, I'm getting that strip club.
I gotta be looking at the rare magic items right now. Oh, you always gotta go with the belt of dwarven kind.
It's the dwarfiest.
It's actually pretty good, honestly. Increase your con score by 2.
And you have advantage on charisma checks with dwarves.
Aravas just gives you his belt.
Yeah. Yes, but he was not a dwarf this whole time. He was like a halfling.
Yeah, on God.
Berserker axe. What is that? No, it's cursed. Okay, well.
Ghost Lantern.
Fuck is a blood? A diamond contains blood of a creature. blood that appears in the form of the blood. Blood
Dude, this
ring.
ghost lantern is insane. Well, I guess it's very specific, but you fall unconscious within 10 feet of the lantern. The spirit emerges from it, magically stabilizes you with a touch, and then quickly returns to the lantern. While holding the lantern, you can command the spirits as a bonus action to shed bright light into a 30-foot radius. So this is basically fucking pocket CPR shit. Or do you have to hold it out?
Oh, we have to have
Cast
it
spell.
lit. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Fuck, you want to catch a spirit on fire? Casting Dispel evil and good. Spell on the lantern releases spirit to the afterlife and returns. Ah, that's stupid.
the crystal blade's kind of nice. Magic sword is fashioned from a horn or spine from a crystal dragon. When you hit with an attack roll using the sword, the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage, and it has 3 charges, and then you can heal off the radiant damage you deal. And it also sheds bright light.
Cube of Force.
Dagger of Venom. That's on once.
Corpse Lair. What's that do? Coat to the crest. Coat with the long pin.
Good old flame tongue. Classic. What, buddy?
That's your fucking cat?
Yes. He wants me
Holy
to-
Human being's voice. Absolutely.
It wants me to fucking he meows constantly until I fucking give him canned cat food, and he'll do it forever. Even if I don't give it to him for like a week, he'll still meow. It's so fucking annoying.
Alrighty, gang. We are back at 42 minutes after the hour, and I'm ready to proceed whenever we all are.
I am ready.
Lost the tab. There we go. Yeah.
Alrighty, gang. So, as the party finishes the hour, mending their wounds, counting their arrows, and marshaling their resources, you stand once again before the Illithoid statue, the strange, tentacled humanoid rendered of black marble. You know the task that awaits you. Xanathar's goldfish, Silgar, waits somewhere within the beholder's lair. What other traps and what other dangers may await you as well? This is not for you to know. Make your final preparations. And what now, adventurers?
Okay, let me read the specifics of non-detection real quick. One creature plays an object no larger than 10 feet. Duration 8 hours. Target can be a willing creature or place an object on. Target can't be targeted by any division magic perceived with magic scrying sensors. What do you think? Do you think we should take non-detection, use our non-detection after we leave, or when we get in?
After we leave? What do you mean?
So you can't be detected by scrying magic for 8 hours once you've used non-detection. So that would mean someone would need to describe us to Xanathar if we leave someone alive.
Yeah.
So probably, I'm guessing after we escape, we'd cast it immediately, just in case.
So I will remind you guys, because it's been a few sessions, the party initially started looking for non-detection spells because Aravas Mournhammer advised you to be aware of magical traps and scrying sensors within Xanathar's lair.
Okay, within the layer.
So before,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I think.
and now would use it then.
Yeah. Okay, we'll use that. How long does a potion of invincibility last for?
Of invincibility?
Invisibility.
Invisibility. I was like,
Yeah.
did I give y'all one of those?
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
games, I don't remember. Renders you invisible for 1 hour. Anything you wear is invisible as well. It ends early if you attack or you cast a spell.
Okay. So do we think the first person to go through should drink that potion? I can cast Psionic Whispers again. And it only goes within a mile, but it is within a mile. You can still talk to him to see what it's like on the other side.
Fourth shot, you can go in, and we can, if we can't hear you, then we'll wait like a minute. If you're not back in a minute, then that'll pretty much show us it's a one-way teleporter, and then we'll just have to come in. So
Now, double checking Bohm's side dice, is there a range limit on that?
A mile.
Is telepathy?
Yeah, within a mile.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, let me make sure before I tell you a mile, and it's only like 500 feet. Creatures must have been within 1 mile. Yeah.
Very good.
Creature can't use this telepathy if you can't speak, and a creature, yeah, they can do it anytime. Okay. Alright, so is there anything else we need to prepare, or?
Use all our non-detection stuff on ourselves, and then you'll take the potion of invisibility. I can hold on to a potion of supreme healing. Does anyone else? Probably what? Kai, do you want to hold on to the potion? Or
Maybe.
should someone else? Or you have healing now, right?
Yeah, well, I have cure wounds. Maybe Yumi.
Yeah, probably Ymir. So
We
What?
got 1 potion of what?
Oh wait, no, we have a potion of supreme healing, right? Not
Yeah, no, we got 2 potions from the drow. 1 potion was the
a potion of supreme healing, and then the potion of invisibility.
no, the drow that we killed. We got
the
2.
drow. That was a potion of psychic resistance and non-detection.
Non-detection. Okay, psychic resistance and non-detection. Okay. Alright.
So I guess I will hold on to the potion of supreme healing then. Because I can.
Rowland should have the potion of psychic resistance too, also, right? Because he's also the healer.
I mean, if he wants to hold on to it. That'd probably be a thing we'd use before we get in a fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, he can take it, so. Just in case.
The vicious thing raises his hand quietly and waits to be called upon as the party sorts out their resources.
Oh, fuck, we weren't talking in our minds.
So we're just all staring at each other. Yes, vicious thing you have something to say?
I cannot help but notice that it seems your plan of infiltration relies upon non-detection magic. I do not suppose that you brought one of these scrolls for your old friend here.
Ooh, let's see.
She can have mine. Because I don't think we all need it. Like, I think at least somebody can point out this trap so I can just walk around it.
He looks at you with a raised eyebrow and says, I do not know if you have encountered magical means of surveillance before, but if one of our number is visible, then don't you think that will bring down the guards on all of us?
Oh. Does invisibility not negate that?
Give the invisibility to
I'm gonna ask her if she
Vicious?
knows if do you think invisibility can be seen through that way?
Let's have group arcana check here.
I'm great at those. Let's do it. We win these.
Yumi, help us.
So, Bone, with the 16, rogue that you are, you consider his words, and there's some weight to them. For a simple spell like, say, an arcane eye, well, then certainly invisibility would defeat such a thing, but you've heard of scrying spells, crystal balls, and the like that are more than capable of perceiving through invisibility. You consider the odds. You think there's probably an 85% chance that you could be good with only invisibility, but that risk causes your stomach to churn as you think about it. You know, the
Yeah,
one
this is a
false
fucking...
move and you might bring the big eye itself down upon you.
this is his main base. He's not just gonna throw low-level shit out. Goddamn fucking cat!
What about altering your appearance? Does that do anything?
They can see through that, right? They can see through all magical stuff.
Well, Vicious, I'm just gonna say we don't have anything to give you about that.
Do you maybe have one yourself?
A potion of invisibility? A non-detection?
Yes?
I am capable of casting the invisibility spell upon myself.
Vicious, you'll be fine with invisibility.
He looks toward each of you
Well,
and says,
Trust
I
me.
would perhaps give you another offer. Not just to save my own skin, but for the sake of party success, I could buff you up, so to speak, offer you inspiration, and just wait here for your return, safely concentrating upon spells that may aid you.
Yeah, I think that might work. Wouldn't want to. Yeah, I mean, if you get caught and then you head back to the blood axes, and then now we have a beholder back at base. Probably smart that you stay behind.
Which would be very unfortunate. Either the beholder or old Stonebeard. I'm certain that one of the two would kill you in that case.
And
yeah, let's go ahead and leave her here. Right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Him.
How many? Him. Fuck.
I'm so used to gentle thing.
Gentle thing, yeah. I'm so used to gentle thing and vicious thing. They gotta be brother and sister. What was I saying? Oh, how many times can you cast invisibility?
Oh, a number of times. 7, if my resources were expended, but it is a concentration spell.
Okay.
What kind of magic are you capable of, Vicious? What do you got on the table for us?
Well, 3rd level and lower, for the most part. Although the spells of 3rd level I have access to, I do not think would be of much use. He says, for the most part, perhaps an enhance ability, upcast to affect 2 of you, may be of most use. I assume there's going to be plenty of sneaking. Maybe one upon your scout, and then one upon your most noisy party member.
Who has
I'm
least
note.
up?
I have a 2 in stealth.
Yeah.
So,
I have a 2 in stealth. Okay, Yumi, what do you have?
probably has a 3. I have a
Dose.
2 as well.
Okay, Rowland.
4.
4.
We
Okay,
do have Paths Without Trace from Rowland.
Yeah, I have that too.
that's also really good. Okay then.
Let me see what
I mean-
enhanced ability. What would be useful? Let me do this ability.
Stealth and what'll be useful for going in there? We should have talked about this earlier. He had but 15 minutes of downtime.
And y'all were looking at magic items.
Probably bull strength. I'd guess.
Full
Get
strength.
Advantage on strength checks and double carrying capacity because we want to make it out with some goodies.
Oh yeah, who's the strongest?
Oh baby.
Probably me.
Okay,
I mean,
I know I'm weak as fuck.
I have an 8 in strength, but I have a +2 in my athletics. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got a -1 in strength.
Then let's see, and then we have.
So what does enhanced ability do? It just gives you advantage
on certain checks.
Okay. Okay.
I guess Cat's Grace for Bohm, so he can pick out traps easier, and then Bull's Strength on me.
Can he
Gives you
do 2
advantage-
types of whatever?
Yeah, if he upcasts,
Was it just one?
Upcasts, then he can hit 2 targets and he can concentrate on both at the same.
Okay.
Very good. So if that's the party's decision, he begins to weave the words of the spell, that soft whistling coming from his lips as he does so. You feel your muscles swell. You feel your hands grow more graceful. Nyx, Bohm. Bull's strength on Nyx. Cat's grace on Bohm here. In addition, Vicious Thing is going to produce a small white bandage from within his package as he channels another spell and upcasts Aid upon the party here.
Oh.
Offering you each an additional 10 current and maximum HP for the next 8 hours. After that's completed, one sec. What's it called? So, afterwards, he's going to move around. He's going to step up to Nyx. He's going to say, I have not known you long, Mistress Nyx, but I have heard of your tales of success on the field of battle. I am certain that those you lead into the jaws of the beast will return unscathed, bearing treasure and bearing tales of your bravery. It's going to count that as an inspiring leader speech, as that's going to offer you each an additional 9 temporary HP.
I'm getting gigabuff right now.
Damn!
And the last thing he's going to do is, once again, he's going to move about. He's going to teach each of you that lullaby that he hums. And he says, in times of trouble, just remember, success is but one twist away. And the last thing he's going to do is he's going to use all 4 of his charges of Bardic Inspiration to give you each D8 of inspiration for the next 15 minutes, should you need it.
Alright.
He looks toward you
Vicious?
all. Oh, go on.
I'll say Vicious. I'll be sure to put your names in the history books once we finish this.
Just a footnote is fine. I tend to do my best work unannounced.
Tell him the rats went that way.
You know, I can stop concentrating on this spell anytime I...
Okay, is there anything else we need to prepare, or?
I think we got everything. You want to drink that invisibility and go in?
Okay, I'm gonna throw out... Should I give fucking, Vicious telepathy too, just in case we're within a mile? Just throw it to 2 of you guys.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Like switch it out.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
maybe we know we can get some outside help.
I don't
If
think
we're
anyone
within a
knows where
mile.
the no, I don't think anyone knows where the guild is
True.
besides the front entrance, and it's probably heavily guarded. So I'll just keep it
Okay.
on us.
And we go.
Very good.
All right.
As a group here, or is Bohm going first?
Yeah, Bone's going
I'm
first.
going first. I took the scroll and the potion and cast the dissonant whispers on them.
Very good.
Attaboy, girl. Go in there.
Give me just a moment here. Bohm, as you touch the cold black stone, do you remember the password?
Fishbowl.
Fishbowl. The moment that the words leave your lips, it's as though you yourself are being drawn down a drain, a tugging from behind your navel as you disappear, cast between planes, and suddenly landing upon solid stone. In a well-lit corridor, the rock seemingly carved out of the granite beneath the city itself. As you scan about, you can see a number of featureless columns nearby. A set of stairs curling to the left and leading down, and a long passageway that leads to an oculus-shaped door to the west. As you look around, you see no sign of any portal, of any statue, of any passageway back, yet dimly flickering, almost like radio static, at the edge of its range, you can very dimly still hear the voices of your party within the telepathic channels of your mind.
Okay. All right.
Buddy, stop, buddy. Ah, motherfucker. Get off my desk. Get off my desk.
Okay.
Stop, man, please.
Get him that fucking cat food, man.
He gets fucking pissed if I try to get him off my desk.
Can I listen around, see if I hear any talking, any walking around, walking about?
Go ahead and make a perception check here. With a 23, you can hear a number of things. First off, to the west, you can dimly hear the sound of sonorous tones making some sort of grand speech. You can't make out the words, but you can hear the magically amplified voice booming from behind that door. In addition, to the southeast, you can hear grisly sounds like flesh being ripped from bone, low croaking and gurgling as well.
Okay. You said there was a staircase leading up, right?
Leading down, actually, I misspoke.
Leading
first.
down. I kind of, all the other doors are like hard, it's not like, it's like wooden slats, it's not like, bars I can see through, right?
Sorry, bars where? Or to the west?
The doors, I can't,
Door?
actually, I can't see anything.
You can't see anything here? Hold up.
Yeah. I didn't know there was stuff to be seen.
Are you able to see now?
No.
You certainly have vision.
Are you guys able to see anything?
They're not
We're
pulling
not
up on
there.
the map yet.
They're not there? Oh.
We're waiting for your go.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't fucking bring them in and it's just like prison bars that they can see into the room in.
Does that fix
I can see
things?
now.
There we
Yeah.
go. Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay, so like the doors, it's like, a wooden door.
No.
They can't,
the
like,
doors,
just...
the only door that you can see currently is this one to the west. and it is an oculus. It is a series. It's like actually, fuck. The perfect comparison is you guys have all played Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
Remember the doors on the Nautiloid with like those 8 sections of
Oh.
like triangles. That, but it's made of stone, and it is perfectly round, about 8 feet
Okay.
in diameter, in fact.
Okay. I'll go ahead and tell them there's nobody here. Just give me like a minute or two. I'm just gonna scope around, see if anybody's walking this way.
Check for traps.
Yeah. So, I'm going to walk around real quick, just slowly inspecting the grounds, inspecting to see if there's any traps, tripwires, stuff like that.
Where are you
And
looking?
I am heading towards the staircase, since that's the only other open area.
Very good. So, Bohm, as you pick your way toward the staircase here, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
The cat one is for stealth, right?
It
It's
gives
for
you
dex.
advantage on all dexterity checks.
Dexterity checks, okay. Oh shit, I'm gonna add my side eye.
Okay.
Fuck.
With a 12, boom. As you begin to look down the staircase, you begin to pick your way down it carefully, looking around the corner. You hear no signs of footsteps, no sounds of conversation. Yet you can, with a 12, notice something that doesn't appear to be attempting to hide. You can see sticking out of the ceiling about halfway down the stairs is a long, blue, ghostly eye stalk that blinks as it slowly scans the hallway.
Oh shit.
For a
So,
moment, as you move toward it, the eye stalk passes over you entirely, yet it makes no signs of recognition, as if unable to detect that you were even there.
okay, yeah. So, I'm just going to reaffirm, tell them that too, and make sure they use their scrolls before they come in.
They probably also didn't see you because they can't physically see you as well. On top of the non-detection.
Yeah, but still, just in case. I'm gonna peek my head around the corner, stealthily moving out of the eye stalk range, shit like that too, and just see what I can see in that room beneath there. Or is it a wall? Like, can I go right here, or is it just walled off?
That would lead you to the next floor. Let me pull you through. So, as you begin to pull yourself down the staircase here, as you begin to gaze into an east-west hallway to the north, you see no signs of passage, no sounds yet. Go ahead and make me a perception check. With a 26, you can smell something delicious cooking. A scent that is wafting from the westward hallway toward you and up the stairs.
It might be a barracks. I'm just gonna tell them, yeah, tell them what I smell, ask them if I should investigate that.
To make use of your invisibility while you can, because the first fight we get in.
It's gone.
The break, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll walk, quietly, tiptoeing so I don't make any sound, and make my way through it. Yeah.
Imagine you tiptoeing.
Rowland, you can see that there is another one of those stone oculus doors to the west. A passageway to the east appears to spill out to both north and south.
I don't want to open any doors, so I'll go east.
Something the ghost
Uh,
inside Xanathar's guild. Random doors opening.
Very good.
Oh,
As you
yeah.
pick your way to the east, you are confronted with another identical set of doors, one to the north and one to the south.
Fuck. Okay. Um, I don't hear anything coming from those doors. Like,
Make me a perception check. With a 25, give me just a moment to consult my notes. To the south, you do not hear any sounds. Yet from the north, dimly behind the stone door, you can hear deep tones. Some creature mothering to itself in a language you do not fully understand.
okay. So there's something north. So I shouldn't go to that door. There might be something south. I'm gonna ask the guys what I should do.
Crack open the door south if you haven't heard anything.
Okay. Is there any inscription, a wall?
I'm sorry?
You know, is there any inscription on the wall, like on top of the door frame, like office of the mind flayer? You know.
No, there is not. In fact, the walls and the doors of this lair appear to be very uniform, devoid of decoration, almost as if designed to throw off anyone who shouldn't be here.
I want to inspect that door, to the south, see if there's any traps around it. See if it's, if I open it, an alarm will go off or something like that.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an investigation check. With a 22, it's a good thing you did, as you can, in fact, see the dimly glowing silver runes of an alarm spell that has been strung across the threshold of the door.
So fucking smart!
That's a good call there. Good road.
I guess go back to the main area and see what's other directions.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay,
Go
moving
back
up
to the,
stairs.
yeah, moving back to the stairs.
Very good.
Or actually, I smelt the cookie smell from, it doesn't matter. It was coming from the west, right?
From the west, yes.
Baker in there.
You creep back up the stairs, past the ghostly scrying sensor. You find yourself once again within this chamber. You can still hear the sounds of that long-winded speech and sonorous tones coming from the west, although whatever grisly feast was being partaken in to the southeast appears to be wrapping up.
Shit. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell them it sounds like, hey, it sounds like they're eating. It might become more active and start doing patrols. Should we go ahead and come through here now, or should we just wait and see what happens? It might be going off on alien or anything like that. Okay, while they're doing, I'm gonna go by the, make sure if anybody's coming, I can hear them a little bit easier.
Rowland, before we go, can you cast pass that trace on us?
Yeah, I was going to.
Very good. Rowland, as you speak the words of the spell, the shadows of the room deepen, swaddling your party in their protection. Does the rest of the party press through the statue?
Yep.
Very good. Fishbowl, 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 spoken 3 times, the words react the same. You are pulled through dimensions, twisted into a point of nothingness, and plopped out into this featureless stone chamber. The square columns, the 3 square columns nearby you, occluding your vision. You can hear effectively the same sounds that Bohm has already described to you, of the speech and of flesh ripping from the southeast.
I'm gonna remind them that down these stairs is a fucking camera, security camera.
Security camera? What is that?
It's a CCTV, man.
What is a Chimera?
The security Chimera? Holy shit. Oh god.
Alright, let's see. You said you heard the sounds coming from this direction?
To the east, right?
And then
Or west. Wait, what was
south,
east or west?
south and west. Right?
No, the sounds were east and west, I believe.
Go out this way. We'll check it out.
I didn't go through any doors, no, because I didn't want to open them and somebody, go like that. All these doors are closed.
Oh, they gotta be open. So,
Okay, I'll walk over here. Just stealthily, tippy toes.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay.
You have advantage from invisibility, and the cat's grace, and the +10 from pass without trace. You should be fine here, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Realm melding into the shadows. As you look around the corner here, you can see what appears to be an iron portcullis, almost like a jail cell stretched across that southeast wall. You can see that surrounding it are a number of fish-like humanoids. Hunched backs, sharp teeth, bloodshot eyes, as they are bent over the corpse of an unfortunate-looking dwarf, or what's left of him, most of his flesh skeletonized from his bone by the piranha-like mouths, yet you can see that he wears the tatters of a prisoner. You can see as the blood-covered fish folk finish their feasts, they occasionally click or chortle to each other in their strange language.
Are any of them gold?
Are any of them gold?
It might be the goldfish.
Roll me a D100. Yeah, why not? There is a the leader here, the largest of the fish folk. He appears to be this like beautifully koi patterned. You wouldn't quite call him gold, but he's certainly like a dusky bronze, like orange color. You begin to wonder if this might be Silgar.
Look, I found him.
For names.
Okay. So they're eating something over there. What are these things behind them? Can I see that far, or?
Yeah, those are the iron bars that appear to lead off into the gloam. Despite the fact that these hallways are very well lit, the cells behind them do not appear to be.
Okay. So this is one of those doors right here, right?
Oh, one
Like
of those
the,
doors? That is an oculus.
The nautiloid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Don't want to get too close to these guys. I'm still talking in my head, not out loud. Which way do you think we should go? They can see you guys, so
Yeah,
we'll
we're
have to
walking in the
sneak.
middle of the open. We have to do
Yeah.
some Skyrim level sneak stuff. I guess we go left. The only thing I can think of to get past them is by deception. That's the only thing I can think of. Just by pretending like we're supposed to be here.
Just walk with confidence. Yeah. So I'll go ahead over here. I'll inspect that door too. See, there's an alarm, stuff like that first.
Yeah, very good. As you creep up to the door here, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, did not mean to roll with advantage.
23 is still it.
With a 23, you do not detect any signs of arcane sigils, no tripwires, no pressure plates.
Okay. Ask them what they want to do. We can check out the left side, but that's where the it sounded like where they were the fucking booming voice was coming from, and it sounded like they were all eating there, right?
Yeah. No. The sounds of eating were coming from the south. This group of Kuokawa
Oh.
that are messily devouring the body of a dwarven prisoner that appears to have either escaped or been pulled from his cells.
I guess we got left.
Okay. Yada yada yada. Tip 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 tip. Go here. Peek through. Stone pillars. I'm gonna be looking. Let me see if there's any tripwires or anything like that.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. With
And it's a nat
natural
1.
You see nothing except for the featureless stone pillars which flank this hallway. You can see where the curvature blocks your line of sight, curving off to the north, and to the south how the passage cuts sharply back eastward. Yet, as you gaze upon the door, the pillars, the stones beneath you, you detect nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. North, south, or to the door?
I guess we circle around it, I guess.
Okay.
Let's go north.
Alright.
You're very good at finding traps. I trust you, bum.
Please don't. Alright. I want to, check so often. That's, whatever. Is that a door?
Another Oculus, yes.
Oculus. Okay. There's one right there. Walk over here. And another Oculus.
Yes.
Okay.
Rowland, Yumi, are y'all coming?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so it ends off here.
Let's go see
Because-
what that door is.
This door?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to check for the alarm spell, anything like that again.
Yeah, make an investigation check. With Yumi backing you up, if she wishes to aid you, you can roll with advantage.
Do you want to roll one each?
With a 23, boom. You detect no signs of arcane sigil upon this door, but with a 23, another thought occurs to you. You detect no means by which to open this door either. No handholds, no glyphs that might be activated. You're not quite sure how to proceed. With a 23, though, you would note something else, though. A loose brick in the left wall here. Jutting out just a bit, as you move to investigate it, you detect what you think to be a hidden trigger for some kind of mechanism.
Ah, that screams trap. Should. You guys think?
Fuck it, dude. Touch the button.
Touch it.
Fuck, big red button. Okay.
Fuck it, I'll touch that shit.
Very good. As you touch... I'm going to move you guys all up here a little bit. As you touch the stone here, You look toward the oculus to the north, yet to your surprise, it does not open. Instead, the wall before you slides away,
Oh,
and you see the chamber within. 5 bold dwarves, their skin ashen gray, their heads covered with purple eye tattoos, sitting around the edge of a glowing circle on the floor. Each of them has one eye sewn shut. You can see the other eye, however, flashing with the iridescent hues of a spell very familiar to Yumi. Detect magic. The moment that the party opens the door within 30 feet, the stone barrier no longer interposing between the two of you, you see the nearest dwarf in the circle turn toward your party with a start. They see nothing. You see their eye, on each of their faces, one good eye moving, as, similar to your group, you can detect a telepathic presence between these creatures. There's just a moment of hesitation as they're unsure what to make of it. What does your party do? You get the sense that you have been noticed, but invisible, passing without trace, not physically apparent. What will you do?
I can either buddy, fucking stop. God damn. Okay, we can either
Say to the dwarves?
yeah. Sneak past them or nonchalant walk past them. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Rowan?
So we're essentially, as far as I understand, they detect something, but they can't physically see it.
Yumi is very familiar with how detect magic works, the effect that it has upon the eyes of a caster. You can see that all of these creatures are detecting magic currently.
Okay. But they'd still be able
Hue in their
to physically.
eyes.
They'd still be able to physically see us, though, right?
I'm assuming you guys are still working off the pass without trace here.
Yeah.
And given their passive perceptions, I know they wouldn't be able to. Quickly, just a moment to make your decision here. What would you guys like to do? You can see the unease of these creatures growing as they begin to scan the entryway.
Fireball.
Let's sneak past, I guess, or walk past them.
You
Yeah.
hear the skull in your hat begin to chatter. I mean, they're all piled up next to each other. They look so flammable.
Stop. Fucking stop.
All right.
Sneaky.
Very good. In that case, as the party begins to press their way through the room, I will not require a stealth check, as I know your stealth scores with the pass without trace defeat these creatures' passive perceptions. However, as you begin to move in one by one, creeping around the edge of the room, doing what you can to avoid detection, Yumi, make me an Arcana check. As one of the dwarves begins to incant the words of a spell that you do not identify. Oh, luck. Go for it. That's a good time for it.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You recognize almost as soon as it is cast, shooting out a psychic alert to your allies. You are not surprised, as the nearest dwarf finishes the verbal components of sea invisibility, scanning the room to the north. Sneaky bastards, then. His hands begin to flare with fire, as in unison, the rest of his circle's hands begin to follow suit. The room increases in heat noticeably. As the purple eye in the center of their ring ceases to glow, their concentration on the spell broken, you can see magic begin to spin through the room, as we'll roll for initiative. And I think that we'll end the session here for the week.
Oh boy. All right.
Good job, guys. That was a very good infiltration here. You got a lot of information before encountering any difficulty, and you snuck your way into what is essentially the nerve center of this lair as your first encounter. So, if you're going to kick off
Security
combat
room!
anywhere, yeah, basically, you kind of found the payday security room. If you're going to kick off combat anywhere, this is a good place to do it. So,
Sure.
very well done,
Oh,
guys. If you have any questions or comments, I'm happy to hear them. Otherwise, I'm gonna get that payment information out and go play some video games.
I'm good.
Yeah.
alrighty, man.
Kudos, guys. I will see
See you
you
next
all
week.
next Friday. Take care.